And, of course, the trophy sponsor tonight, Senior Trucking. Junior trophy presenters, that table's located right underneath the Pepsi sign in the hallway between the adult beverage stand and the concession stand. Of course, Scott Smoke Shack serving up that fine food down there. Get up something good to eat, cold to drink. Adult beverage stand, the Dirty Shirley on sale tonight. As Jason King brings him to turn 4, Mike says, let's go racing. Jumping out in the lead, turn number 1, that is Jonathan Jensen. Whoa, Wes Hochstein clear up the hill. King goes to second. The lap number 1's going to belong to the 25 of Jonathan Jensen. Second's going to go to the 21. That is Wes Hochstein. So Hochstein in second. Jensen with the lead. 2 laps down, 4 to go. Kobe Langenberg running in third. Wes Hochstein is actually driving in fourth. So I got 221 cars out there, and that would be Jason King in that second spot. Hochstein's in fourth. So my bad, but Jonathan Jensen has the lead with 2 laps to go. Jason King starting to catch up to him. Then it is Kobe Langenberg, Wes Hochstein. And it looks like we lost Lee Hurley in the 14 end. White's out, 1 to go. Jonathan Jensen with the lead. There's Hurley right there. I guess I thought we lost him, but all of a sudden we discovered him again. Checker flags out, first heat race. It's going to go to Jonathan Jensen, Jason King, Kobe Langenberg, Wes Hochstein, and Lee Hurley. So your winner from Norfolk, Nebraska, driving the 25. Give it up to Jonathan Jensen. Got the old eagle eye right on him. Yeah, you're not going to get anything by me. So once again, setting the pace, it is the 21. Cameron Meyer brings him out turn 4. And let's go racing. Side by side into turn number 1. Robbie Tom with the advantage out of the backstretch. Here comes Cameron Meyer. Then a drag race for 3rd and 4th between David Johnson and James Roebuck. Johnson on the low side, Roebuck on the high side. Pretty close at the line for 3rd and 4th. Robbie Tom, Cameron Meyer, David Johnson, James Roebuck. Now Roebuck with a slight advantage going into turn 3. For that 3rd spot, Johnson fights back on the inside. Drag race to the line. It's going to go to David Johnson that time in 3rd. But pulling away the 1T, the Rocket, Robbie Tom, followed by Cameron Meyer. David Johnson, then it is the 75 of James Roebuck. He goes to the low side. Johnson to the high side. Johnson still beats him to the line that time. Coming around this time, 2 laps left to go. The Rocket, Robbie Tom. Followed by Cameron Meyer. Look at this. David Johnson now gets around Cameron Meyer for 2nd. Meyer back to 3rd. Roebuck in 4th. But Robbie Tom has thrown the card on the desk and checked out with the white flag. 1 lap to go for the Rocket, Robbie Tom. David Johnson, Cameron Meyer, James Roebuck. It's going to be Robbie Tom, followed by David Johnson, James Roebuck, Cameron Meyer. Row 3 to the inside from Norfolk, the 77 of TJ Milkey. Outside of him, the 15 from Wayne, that's J.C. Bruns. And rounding out the field from Platte Center, the 10A, the bad boy, Austin Bronner. So setting the pace, Nick Brugman. Let's go racing. So Nick Brugman, Darren Werdeman, 3 wide. Cameron Wilkinson through the middle. Brugman gets an advantage going into turn 3. Wilkinson in second. Werdeman in third. Oh, Werdeman around. Turn number 4. Darren Werdeman around. And he sits there and the yellow comes out. Well, if it stays on, they can go in the pits and put some more rivets in on the right side and it'll stay on. So.
But he lost his bumper, too.
Oh, he lost a bumper. Rear bumper?
Yeah, that's what they
I think that was caused when Werdeman spun out. I think he barely caught him. Just barely caught him when he was going around. So setting the pace, Cameron Wilkinson gets the green. Brugman in second, Bronner in third. Cameron Wilkinson, Nick Brugman, Austin Bronner, TJ Milkey. JC Bruns and Chad Bruns battling each other. Chad needs to put some numbers on his car. Whoa, JC slides up. Avoids hitting Dad, and he goes by in the 5th. Cameron Wilkinson, Nick Brugman, Austin Bronner, TJ Milkey, Chad Bruns, and JC Bruns. But Cameron Wilkinson started in 4th. He's got the lead. Nick Brugman started on the pole. He's in 2nd. Austin Bronner started 7th. He's in 3rd. TJ Milkey started in 5th. He is in 4th. Chad Bruns is in 5th. He started 3rd. And JC Bruns is in 6th. And she started 6th. So it's Cameron Wilkinson with 3 laps to go, followed by Nick Brugman. Now, Nick Brugman, if I remember correctly, is only his 2nd year in a stock car. Doing a good job out there in the heat race, holding off Austin Bronner. Brugman goes to the high side. Bronner gains some ground on him on the low side. But Brugman, a little bit better drive off of a turn number 2, gains a little bit of space between him and Bronner down the backstretch. Now Bronner goes up high. Here's TJ Milkey looking down low as the white flag waves. Coming out of turn number 4, getting the heat race win, it's going to be the Neely Nightmare, Cameron Wilkinson. Nick Brugman in 2nd, Austin Bronner in 3rd. Then it is TJ Milkey, Chad Bruns, and JC Bruns. But your winner, he hails from Neely, Nebraska, driving to 5. That is Cameron Wilkinson. So it's Pettit, Cunningham, Ron Pettit, John Hadcock, Fred DeSibe, and Tyler Steckelberg. Heat race number 2 of 3. In the Class 2 Tough to Tame, your IMCA stock cars. 8 laps the distance. Setting the pace, Tanner Pettit brings in the turn number 4. Let's go racing! John Hancock with a power move up the middle, battling Ron Pettit for 3rd. Tanner Pettit, Ron Pettit, John Hancock. Fred DeSibe. I got to use that new number for Fred, the 72. Tanner Pettit, Ron Pettit, John Hancock, Fred DeSibe, Tyler Steckelberg, and Tanner Cunningham. Tanner Pettit with the lead, followed by Ron Pettit. It's a family affair, 1st and 2nd. Then John Hancock, Fred DeSibe, Tyler Steckelberg, and Tanner Cunningham. 3 laps down, 5 to go. Oh, Ron Pettit, little squirrely coming out of 4, loses 3 positions back to 5th. So now it is Tanner Cunningham, John Hancock, Fred DeSibe, Tanner Cunningham, Ron Pettit, and Tanner Cunningham. So Tanner Pettit with the lead. John Hancock in second. Fred DeSibe in third. Tyler Stuckelberg in fourth. Ron Pettit in fifth. Tanner Cunningham in sixth. Coming around this time, Tanner Pettit with 2 laps left to go has got the lead over John Hancock. About a straightaway lead on John Hancock. He's being chased down by Fred DeSibe. And then it's Tyler Stuckelberg, Ron Pettit, Tanner Cunningham. White flags out, 1 to go for Tanner Pettit. John Hancock, Fred DeSibe. Tyler Stuckelberg, Ron Pettit, Tanner Cunningham. Heat race number 2 is going to go the 2T from Norfolk. That is Tanner Pettit. John Hancock second, Fred DeSibe in third, Stuckelberg fourth, Ron Pettit in fifth, and Cunningham will finish in sixth. So your winner of heat race number 2, driving a 2T from Norfolk, give it up to Tanner Pettit. So setting the pace, the big check, Hans Hopek. Brings the field into turn number 3. Mike's got that old eagle eye on him coming out of turn number 4. There's the orange cone. There's the green flag, and we're racing. Nate DeSibe. Battling with him, Kyle Wilkinson on the inside. That is Hans Hopek. But it's Nate DeSibe. Ooh, it got a little tight over there in turn number 2. Nate DeSibe, Kyle Wilkinson, Justin Bertsinger, Hans Hopek, Derek Seahigh, and Jake Tim. But Nate DeSibe holds off Kyle Wilkinson down the backstretch into turn number 3 out of turn number 4. It is still Nate DeSibe by a quarter of a car. Kyle Wilkinson, Justin Bertsinger, Hans Hopek, Derek Seahigh, Jake Tim. Nate DeSibe, Kyle Wilkinson, Justin Bertsinger, Hans Hopek, Derek Seahigh, Jake Tim. Nate DeSibe, first year in a stock car. We're halfway through, coming down with 3 to go. A battle between him and Kyle Wilkinson. DeSibe on the high side, Wilkinson on the low side. It's still Nate DeSibe with the lead with 3 to go. Nate DeSibe, Kyle Wilkinson, Justin Bertsinger. Now Wilkinson looks to the inside once again. Drive on the bottom by Wilkinson. Drive on the top by DeSibe. It's still DeSibe by half a car at the line. 2 laps to go. And here comes Bertsinger. So now a 3-way battle for the lead. Nate DeSibe, Kyle Wilkinson, Justin Bertsinger, Hans Hopek, Derek Seahigh, Jake Tim. Tim slow on the backstretch out of turn number 2. Yellow is out. So Jake Tim brings out the yellow high on the high up there in turn number 2, I should say. Slows down and brings out the caution. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe Bertsinger was just looking to the inside. Looks like single file on the restart here. It is Nate DeSivey, Kyle Wilkinson, Justin Bertsinger, Hans Hopek, Derek Seehigh. 2 laps to go. Green is back out. Nate DeSivey, first year in a stock car. Kyle Wilkinson trying to get next to him. He pulls him down the backstretch. Here's the battle in turns 3 and 4. High side DeSivey, low side Wilkinson. White flags out, 1 to go. Advantage goes to DeSivey. Nate DeSivey, Kyle Wilkinson, Justin Bertsinger, Hans Hopek, and Derek Seehigh. They're all up there on the high side coming out of turn 4. It's going to go to Derek's mother, Nate DeSivey. Kyle Wilkinson, Justin Bertsinger, Hans Hopek, and Derek Seehigh. So his first heat race win in a stock car goes to O'Neill, Nebraska's dearest mother, the 31K. Give it up to Nate DeSivey. And outside of him, from Columbus, the 21, Keegan Ozentowski. And third and final row by himself will be the 22A from Bassett, Carson Anderson. So they line up out of turn number 4. You watch these bad boys. They're quick. Green's out. .600cc wing micros. We'll see who's leading it here after lap number 1. Whoa, he goes to the high side, sneaking on the inside. That is, I believe, the 22A of Carson Anderson gets the lead. Running in second is the 21 of Keegan Ozentowski. Boy, he's harassing Carson Anderson. And if you think that wind's not a fact with those wings on, watch how they get pushed up in turns 3 and 4. Look at this. Ozentowski looking on the outside of Anderson for the lead. Whoa, he almost cut. Oh, man. I thought he was going to cut down in on him. Keegan Ozentowski, Carson Anderson, that's 1 and 2. Sitting in that third spot right now, that is the 67 of Greg Berry. So it is Ozentowski, Anderson, and Berry, 1, 2, and 3. White flags out, 1 to go for Keegan Ozentowski, Carson Anderson, Greg Berry. And heat race number 1, 600cc wings, going to go to Keegan Ozentowski. Carson Anderson second, Greg Berry in third. So your winner from Columbus, Nebraska, driving the 21, that is Keegan Ozentowski. Either the wing has got the number other than what the tank has, I don't know, but I do not have a number 5. And it is number 5. And so I'm missing that driver on my sheet here. So 3 cars, and we're going to go racing. Dominic White on the outside taking the lead over the 5 car. Now it is Riley Ozentowski moving to second over the 5. Dominic White, Riley Ozentowski, and the mystery driver of number 5. Dominic White, Riley Ozentowski, 1 and 2, and then the 5 car in third. It is still Dominic White, Riley Ozentowski, and the 5 car. Dominic White, Raleigh Osentowski starting to harass Dominic. Raleigh Osentowski, Dominic White in the lead. Osentowski starting to harass him. Coming down to the white flag, 1 to go. It is Dominic White, Raleigh Osentowski in the 5 car. Final 2 corners. Dominic White, Riley Osentowski. It will be Dominic White, Riley Osentowski, and our mystery driver in the 5. So your winner hails from Plainview, Nebraska, driving 11D. That is Dominic White.